Hello everyone, it's good to have you all back. How are you enjoying your holiday? Alright, I hope you're also studying. Okay, today we're looking at something different from what we've been doing. Remember the last class we did expressing future tenses or actions? So this time around we're going to be looking at writing, composition writing. I hope you know how to write a composition. Alright. Composition writing. A composition is a form of writing. A composition is a form of writing. How do you write? For you to be able to write well, you have to be creative. You have to put yourself in the position of what you're trying to write about. In that way, you won't lack what you're trying to say or what you're trying to put down. Have you wondered why you have different storybooks? There are different storybooks, interesting books, storybooks you read, you laugh, that you watch cartoon, you laugh. All those things are the works of people writing. Now, if you are not able to be creative, there is no how you will like the story you want to read. There is no how you will like the cartoon you're about to watch. So for you to also be a good writer as they are, then you're going to be paying attention to what we're about to do now. Composition is a form of writing, like I said. To effectively write on any topic, you need to be creative. You need to think outside the box. Most times when you tell kids, okay, write about the time you spent in America. Some kids will say, oh no, have not been to America, have not traveled out of Nigeria, have not gone to the airport and everything like that. Now in such case, those kids are trying to limit themselves from being creative. When you're creative, you're going to sit down, you're going to imagine, close your eyes, you imagine that you're in America, you imagine what America is, what you're doing in America, you just imagine, and you're writing about America. That's how you have to be creative. So you don't expect to write a topic of what you've done. We have different topics you can be asked to write about. So you thinking or imagining that you have done such thing before helps you to write better. Now, you will try to put yourself in the position of what you are writing about. In this way, you won't lack what to write about. Now, features of composition writing. We have 4 features of composition writing. We have the title of the composition. The title, what you are writing about, is the title. If I tell you, write about the white cow, so your title will be the white cow. So that is title. Then we have introduction. How you introduce your writing is another important thing. Your introduction must be captivating, must be interesting, so that whenever someone picks up your paper or picks up your book to read, the introduction will motivate the person to read all your work. So your introduction must not be boring. You try to put an interesting introduction in your writing. Then theory, we have thesis statements. Thesis statements comprises of the areas you want to touch, the areas you want to talk about in your writing, in the course of your writing, is what we call the thesis statement. And lastly, conclusion. So you can see how simple it is to write a story. So we're going to be doing one together, and we're going to be doing a very interesting thing, or an interesting topic. Here we're going to be writing about our family, your family, my family, our family. Okay, let's take a look. Exercise 1. Write a composition about your family. Write a composition about your family. So my title will be My Family. Can you see that? So this is my title, and you underline it. My family. This is my title. Now the next thing I talked about was introduction. Now how can you introduce your writing? How can you introduce your writing? Introduction. Okay. So let's go this way. Sorry. A family is the basic unit. Is a basic unit of the society. A family is related by blood or by adoption. In this composition, I will be talking about my family's religion, my family's reputation, and my family's family what again? Okay, and my family's class in the society. Okay, now these are my thesis statements. I will be talking about my family's religion. One thesis statement. Your thesis statement is what you are trying to talk about in your writing. And your thesis statement must be 3. You must have 3 thesis statements you're trying to talk about in your composition. Religion is one of my thesis statements. After religion, my family's reputation. This is also another thesis statement I'll be talking about. And lastly, my family's class. Family's class is the 3rd thesis statement I will be talking about in my composition. Family's religion, family's reputation, family's class. So these are the 3 thesis statements I will be talking about. Now let's start with the first one, my family's religion. Okay. I am from the family of 7. I am from the family of 7. I hail from Ogun State. I hail from Ogun State in Nigeria. My family's religion is Christianity. We worship in church. We worship in church, and we go to church every Wednesday and Sundays. Every Wednesdays and Sundays. Every Wednesday and Sunday. I am from the family of 7. I hail. Now this is my own family. You talk about your own family, then you can tell me, okay, if you're a Muslim, write about your own family. A Christian, write about your own family. So this is just my family. So I'm just trying to give you an example of how to write when you talk about your family. So I am from the family of 7. I hail from Ogun State in Nigeria. My family's religion is Christianity. We worship in church and we go to church every Wednesday and Sunday. Alright, and now what is the next? The next thesis statement is what? Family's reputation. My family is highly respected in the society. Everyone looks up to my family as a role model. This has made my family's name to be honored by all within and outside our society. And outside our society. This has also made us, the children, to avoid bad company so as not to rub the family's name in the mud. Alright, this is another thesis statement I've talked about, that reputation. And lastly, family's class. My family is an average. My family, belongs to an average class. But notwithstanding, people still look at us as if we belong, to the first class family. As if we belong to the first class family. My family has, over the years, maintained a high profile. Alright. Introduction. First thesis statement. Second thesis statement at your third paragraph. The third thesis statement as your fourth paragraph. And lastly, conclusion. And you go. In conclusion, my family is lovely, adorable, and caring to everyone. And that's all. So you can see that. So this is how you write a composition. You try to be creative. Now these things, I don't have them anywhere. I just try to paint a picture and I try to bring it out in writing. My family. A family is the basic unit of the society. A family is related by blood or by adoption. This is my introduction. Now, in this composition, I will be talking about, now my thesis statements. I'll be talking about my family's religion, 1, my family's reputation, 2, and my family's class, 3. So these are my 3 thesis statements. I told you that your thesis statement must be 3. Your thesis statement must be 3. And this is what you are trying to talk about in your composition. I have 3 thesis statements. 1, 2, 3. And that's what I was able to write about. I am from the family of 7. I hail from Ogun State in Nigeria. My family's religion is Christianity. We worship in church and we go to church every Wednesday and Sunday. My family is highly respected in the society. Everyone looks up to my family as a role model. This has made my family's name to be honored by all within and outside our society. This has also made us, the children, to avoid bad company so as not to rub the family's name in the mud. My family belonged to an average class, but notwithstanding, people still look at us as if we belong to the first class family. My family has over the years maintained a high profile. In conclusion, my family is lovely, adorable, and caring to everyone. So this is how you write a composition. I will be giving you a simple topic for you to write about. I want you to settle down and do it well. Put in your best. It's not how to write a composition. So in our next class, we'll see and write about another topic on composition. Do have a nice day. Bye.